Hello everyone. Uh, our computer vision project title is Dominant Colors Extraction from Images using K-means clustering. So we made this project with a team of four, including me, Umang, Kunal, and Shruth. So this report contains a study on the extraction of dominant colors from images. The analysis explores various techniques and methods for identifying and quantifying dominant colors in an image, with potential application in image processing and computer vision. The report discusses the implementation of a color extraction algorithm and presents experimental results demonstrating its effectiveness. So the chosen methodology employs K-means clustering, a widely used unsupervised learning algorithm for color quantization by partitioning the image data into clusters and identifying representative cluster centers. K-means enables the extraction of dominant colors that succinctly capture the essence of the visual content. This report delves in the implementation details, results, and discussion surrounding the application, like the methodologies, discussion, future prospect, etc. By presenting visual representation of the extracted dominant colors and discussing the implication of findings, we aim to contribute insights into the effectiveness of this approach. Through this exploration, we endeavor to shed light on practical implication of dominant color extraction and contribute to the broader understanding of image processing techniques. Now, we will move to methodology. Umang, continue.
So this is basically three-step methodology. The first step is image loading and pre-processing. Second is K-means clustering, and third is color bar creation. So in the first step, we basically do image loading using OpenCV's IMNet function, and we will obtain three-dimensional NumPy array from the in the RGB format. And in the pre-processing step, we apply the pre-processing steps also like resizing and normalization. And in second step, K-means clustering, we basically do algorithm application, number of clusters, K-means function, convergence of criteria, and the results. So in the second step, we will extract compactness, labels, and cluster center from the K-means function. And this result provides the essential information for the further analysis. In the third step is the color bar creation, which is like visualization, cluster center RGB values, and the concatenation. So in visualization, we generate colored bars to visually represent dominant colors. Each bar corresponds to cluster center obtained from K-means process. Now, cluster center RGB values determine the color of each bar using RGB values of its cluster center, provide a clear and intuitive visual representation of dominant colors. Now, in concatenation, we concatenate the color bars horizontally into a single page, facilitate a side-by-side comparison of dominant colors and their RGB values. Incorporate these points. Now, Shruth will explain.
Thank you, Umang. So let us navigate through the discussions of our report. Please go to the second page, Jimmy. So we chose K-means clustering. So the algorithm's ability to identify the dominant colors within the given image has proven to be successful. And the use of a predefined number of clusters facilitates the extraction of limited set of representations of colors from the entire color spectrum present in the image. RGB values. Regarding the RGB values associated with each dominant color, we provide a quantitative. The algorithm provides quantitative information about the composition of the image, and it analyzes these values, reveals the primary colors and the primary colors present and their respective contribution in the overall color palette of the image. Let's delve into certain considerations as well as limitations. Acknowledging the success of our implementation of this algorithm, we also have made certain considerations such as sensitivity to initial conditions and subjectivity to dominant color determination. We chose random centers in CV2, that is K-means random clusters. So it mitigates this issue by initializing the centers randomly, but the answer may vary for different images, and the subject is relative to the dominant color determination. The determinant color is subjective and may vary based on the chosen number of clusters. Yeah, number of clusters also plays an important role. So selecting an optimal value for the number of clusters value depends on the image characteristics and the desired level of color granularity. There are certain alternatives of algorithm. So it was histogram based approach. The one was histogram based approach or other clustering algorithms. But if we go to compare the results obtained from different techniques, we could provide incentives and strengths and weaknesses of each method. But this method was better than other methods. Now my friend Kunal will go on with the further directions.
And last but our last but not the least topic is future direction of our project, and to enhance the implementation and address its limitation. Future work basically of our project will focus on basically first is dynamic selection of our cluster count. In this, developing adaptive methods for determining the optimal number of clusters based on image content could improve the robustness of the algorithm. The second one is incorporating color space transformation, in which exploring color space transformations such as lab or HFC may enhance the representation of basic colors and improve the algorithm performance in the different scenarios. And the third last one is integration with image recognition systems. In this, incorporating dominant color extraction into larger image recognition systems could open avenues for application in content-based image retrieval and classification basically. And in conclusion, I will say that the dominant color extraction using k-means clustering is a promising approach with evident success and areas for the improvement. The discussion has shed light on its effectiveness, limitation, and potential avenues for future research and development. And these are basically 5 references which we took for our project making. And thanks, sir, for giving us this opportunity to make this project. And thanks all my colleagues.